All right, everybody, welcome back to Greedo's Gold Mine. It's time for some reviews. How's everyone doing out there? So, we started something the other day, but didn't finish it because, well, we got a chase. Still taking advantage of the big Target Circle week. We are going to pick back up where we left off on WWE Legends 28. Diesel, this time the actual real version of it that's mainline, I suppose you would say. So, Diesel's pretty awesome. I love Kevin Nash. He's one of my favorite wrestlers, definitely in my top 10. I happen to need one for the small shelf of wrestlers I still have left. So after getting rid of some of the older stuff, this guy definitely was on my radar. So Diesel, titles: WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. In his final WWE match, Big Daddy Cool lost against Shawn Michaels at Madison Square Garden. The two rivals stood in the center of the ring, and rather than come to blows, they embraced to show the crowd they were actually best friends. Thanks to a fan recording, the whole world saw the moment now known as the curtain call. So, without further ado, let's get this guy open. Check him out. See what he's about. So, we're going to get our trusty opener here. Looks like we've got tape on the bottom. How's that come off? There we go. Middle, two of them, whatever you call that. I don't know. We're opening him though. That's what's important. Once we can figure out how to get this in without taking off any fingers. These fingers happen to be important for a number of things in this planet, turns out. So, all right, now that we've gotten that, it should just pop out of the box. And he does. Oh, I don't know if they've done this before, but on these newer ones, they actually have the picture that's on the box on the inside packaging. That's kind of cool. Diesel. So what has he got with accessories? We've got the Rubberish Goods vest. We've got 2 open grip hands, 2 fists, each one of them gloved, and 2 of the bull horns. Again, one gloved, one not. When it comes to being tied into the package, it looks like we've got one on each of the arms and one on each of the legs. So we'll have to get the clippers out to take care of that. And we will check this guy out. Let's open Diesel. First grab the accessories. So here's the vest first of all. So they did a really good job on all the studs there. Extremely good paint job, in fact. When it comes to the overall feel of it, maybe hard to get on him. We'll see. We'll try it out. So, like we said, we've got an open grip hand with the glove. He comes with the other open grip hand on. We've got one of the bull horns. He comes with the gloved one on. And we've got the 2 fists, one gloved, one not. That's pretty much what we have accessory-wise. So let's clip this guy out of the package. Check out the articulation and the other detailing. These are at least easy to access for the most part. Alright, so we got him. Big Daddy Cool. So, what is going on articulation-wise? Well, he does have kind of hard to see there detail wise. Let's look first. The 2 tattoos, but they are kind of covered underneath this elbow pad. The face print head sculpt are very good on this guy. Let's see if we can get a better focus there. They did go with the black hair, obviously, for Diesel. But other than that, I think it's kind of a reuse of several of the more recent ones in the Legends Elite line. They did paint on the wrist bands, and actually overall, they did a really good job with the Diesel Power logo on the shirt as well. Other than that, it's mostly just plastic. So, yeah. Oh, I guess the flesh up here, they did a good job there too. Everything seems to match tone-wise. Yeah, really happy with them. So let's see on the articulation. The hair is very limiting. You can't really go forward too much or backwards, not even really side to side. So you're pretty much just gonna have that straight look for you. You have your standard articulation in the shoulders, bicep swivel, true to most of the new ones, double jointed, pinless elbows, standard wrist articulation. We've got ab crunch, although doesn't seem to go much further than that. Limited ab crunch, we'll call it. Waist swivel, thigh cut, somewhat decent articulation on the hip joints. They don't seem to be dropped down. We've got double jointed pinned knees and your standard ankle articulation, although the cuffs of the pants also are very limiting there too. Nothing to change when it comes to head sculpts, so there's that. When it comes to posing this guy on our shelf, we're gonna probably do something like that and just add the fist because that just looks cooler. He is Big Daddy Cool after all. And let's check out the vest real quick, see if we can get this on and see how it sits there. Can we pop the head off? We could pop the head off pretty easily, so that's probably gonna be my first suggestion for getting this thing on. We may or may not need to remove the hands as well. We'll see. It's a work in progress. Doesn't look like you need to remove the hands as long as you have the arms at a good angle. The biggest trick is going to be getting this over the elbow pads and the elbows as a whole. The vest is very tight for the size of the figure, but hey, look at that. We're able to do it. So let's get the head back on there real quick and see what he looks like. There we go. Diesel. I like that. So he's probably going to stay on my shelf with the vest on. I like how that looks a little bit better. Really cool figure. If you're a fan of Kevin Nash or Diesel, especially if you can get it on sale at some point, definitely a good figure. Be on the lookout for that chase as well. I did happen to get one of those luckily in the mail from Target. Pretty stoked about that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed another review here at Greedo's Goldmine. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. And wherever you are on this planet, hope you're having a great weekend. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, folks.